And we're live. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Sarah. Yes, I didn't do this last night. I mean to do this tonight, where I'll actually bring people's comments in. But yes, I am never late. I arrive precisely when I mean to. Absolutely. So good evening, everybody. My name is Patricia Meredith, and I am a author of historical mystery. And this is my husband, Andrew D. Meredith,
Hello.
who writes epic fantasy. And we are huge Lord of the Rings nerds. So if you joined us last night, make sure to say something in the comments so we know that you're back here for our second showing. Tonight we'll be watching the second half of Fellowship of the Ring. So, and we are, if you're coming to us for the first night, welcome and awesome. And you can dive in anytime in the next, I guess we have five more nights left, 4 nights after this one left. So feel free to invite your friends to join us later. And hello, everybody. Awesome. And we would love to hear your commentary as we're watching. And I'll try to pull you in as we go. But this is going to be live BookTuber commentary with Andrew Wizard, Tori Talks, and Nico. And yes, so let's
go backwards this time.
Hear what each of you. Yes, let's start with Nico this time.
Well, hello. I am Nico from Nico's Book Reviews, joined by my wife Layla. Big Lord of the Rings. Took me a while to convince her to watch it originally, but then she became a massive fan as well. So we're definitely excited to continue. Splitting them up has been kind of weird, but it's kind of nice because you're not doing like a ton all at once. We usually binge them when we do them, so it's a nice break.
And then we can go to bed at a semi-decent time.
Tori.
Hey guys, I'm Tori from the channel Tori Talks. Yeah, I also like Lord of the Rings.
He has all of the facts memorized.
Yes. It's like, is there anything else important I need to say here?
All right, Wizard with the hat.
Hi, I am Andrew of Andrew's Wizardly Reads. I run a BookTube channel. I wear funny hats, and I am just the weirder Nico. So, do with that information what you will. I enjoy some Lord of the Rings, and I like hanging out with my friends.
Yes. We were just saying how awesome it is to be a part of a booktubing community where we can go live like this and be joined by other fellow nerds who love Lord of the Rings, and this would not have been a thing even a couple years ago. So
this is the second night, right? And we started last night. Every night, anybody who's watching, you can enter to win some books. So we did it last night too. In the comments, please say in quotes, "One ring to rule them all."
What?
One ring to rule them all, and you'll get entered to win. And you can do it every night. So more chances to win, one per night, and you will have a chance to win.
Butcher Baker Candlestick Taker, which is the first in my series, the Spokane Clock Tower Mysteries.
So good.
So good.
Thank you.
Right, which is the first book in my Slavic fantasy in the Leaf and Needle, Needle and Leaf series, and then Deathless is the first book in the Calatian Saga. And
so good.
And they are available in print, ebook, and audio. So if you win, you will get your choice of format.
Well, so we're going to do 3 different drawings.
Okay,
we're going to do a drawing for print. We're going to do a drawing for ebook. We're going to do a drawing for audiobook.
Yes.
So if you are international, worldwide, you can go for the ebook or audiobook. Unfortunately, the print one is only open to U.S. residents. So let me know when you say one ring to rule them all, which one you're entering for. And if you entered last night, still enter again this night. Every night you join us live, that's another entry in to win the drawing. And we'll do that on the final. Right, on the final night will be Wednesday night after Return of the King. And I'll be covered in tears, so he will probably do the drawing. Let's be honest. So welcome, everybody. Yay. I'm seeing some entries there. So are we ready?
I think we're ready. So we're going to do like we did last night. Everybody get your TVs cued. Yes. Hit play, hit pause. And then we will all count down 10 seconds. And we'll all hit play at the same time. And we'll get going. This is part 2, which is if you are watching on Amazon as a single movie, we're going from the scene right after Pippin says, "Where are we going?" So that's where we're starting.
Yeah.
Right after
the council. Exactly.
Elrond.
Yeah. So at the end of the Council of Elrond, and then.
So if we're all queued up, I think I've stalled enough.
Okay.
We're gonna count down and go.
Excellent.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
No talking.
I know.
Everybody be quiet now.
That's right.
Oh, look, is that more King Four?
Mine rewinded like 10 seconds, so
Uh-oh.
it actually
Okay.
cut back to Elrond talking about the 9 companions.
Problem.
He's wiping off his mother's tomb right now.
Yeah,
We're
I
watching
love-
gardening.
I love the addition of this scene so much.
Yes. Very Gethsemane.
Hmm.
How old is he actually?
83, 82.
Okay.
87, isn't it? Isn't it
I don't know.
87?
What's a good way to look this sort of
In
thing
his
up?
80s. Derry will know. She'll pop on here eventually.
There's going to be more pet cameos, apparently. She was ready. She was invited.
That's right.
I
Ready
think
for her close up.
Viggo Mortensen really captured a lot of the pre-Raphaelite look in so
Mm.
much of his character, especially when he's in Homely House. Like when he's first, when he
This
puts
is
up
the
the
Homely
sword,
House, right?
yeah, when he
Yeah.
puts up like the sword
Yeah.
after it falls and he stands there with it.
Here we
and-
go.
Oh, ready for
Wizard.
the scariest moment in the whole trilogy.
It's so true.
Scarier than Sheila.
Here goes.
Get out, Sting.
It's coming.
There it is. All right.
Oh, I was about to say, is it scarier than when Bilbo goes?
That's what she's waiting for.
I'm pre-laughing because that gets me every time.
Yeah.
That used to be one of my favorite gifts. Just,
It's still my favorite gift. What are you talking about?
My favorite GIF is Paul Rudd's interview.
Oh,
GIF?
You're
Oh.
a GIF guy. It's GIF, Nicolo. It's correct.
It's GIF.
you're not supposed
Why
to
should
speak
it be
the
that?
black tongue on the stream, Andrew.
I'm an artist, not a programmer.
Here it comes.
My old ring. I should very much like to.
Why is that so freaky?
Frodo's
You know
like,
what's scarier than that? Elijah Wood. His big eyes scare me.
Yes, I know. They're so blue.
They're so scary. I don't know. It's not for me.
Let's see if you're gonna be seen tonight.
You know, it wasn't until years later that I realized Ian Holm was the guy from Fifth Element.
You're not on there.
I'm gonna put it in.
That's such a good movie.
So
I love that.
here's a
Here's a
cameo
cameo
from
from
our
our-
pet.
Oh, there's a dog. Oh,
So
hi.
My phone.
ring bear.
Oh, Belle, smile.
Sorry, guys. You turn over that.
There it is. There you go. I had to show off my
Sorry.
cute puppy.
What's your
Oh,
dog's name? I missed it.
Belle.
Belle.
Like the
Belle.
princess.
Yes.
Oh, how cute.
We have our 9.
A much luckier number than 14. Whenever this scene happens, I always want him to go one direction and then go back across the other direction.
Yeah. That was probably originally how they had it. And then they were like, no, we'll
So
just
let's
have
cut
it
back on
just-
the comedy.
Oh, great. Apologies in advance for anybody listening if you can hear my dog crunching on his toy. It's very loud. I don't know if you can, but he does not care.
I can't hear
I
it.
don't remember so much
Okay,
Liv
good.
Tyler. Is the extra Liv Tyler scenes part of the extended edition?
Like just seeing her face there.
Yeah.
I think so.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I will say in the extended edition, she's much more demure. Is that the word I'm looking for? At least at the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, like we
Ma'am.
were recently watching the appendices on Two Towers, and I'm so glad they cut her out of Helm's Deep.
Yeah. She was supposed
It
to
would have been too much.
show up in Helm's Deep and be warrior woman. which is totally
I
fine.
have yet to buckle down and watch the 16 hours of the appendices.
Oh, it's so worth it. It's so,
So
good.
worth it.
And then also watching this with each of the commentaries. If you have nothing else better to do. Not like we're reading books or anything. We're writing.
Yeah, right. Or writing them.
Yes. That scene where they walk up over the crest, that was the first scene I ever saw from Lord of the Rings because it was in like a McDonald's commercial. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
Like, and they were giving away like, they had the whole themed bags and stuff. All right, so his vest is yellow. Mary's vest is yellow.
Okay. I was wrong.
The vest is yellow, like somebody's boots. I'm sorry.
Blew that.
Whew. I'm already sleepy.
Over Gimli's shoulder was more Ethelroth. We were talking last night about how nobody can ever find any Ethelos, and then it's everywhere. Everyone's looking for it.
I do
really
love
his leather coat.
Boromir's?
His blue leather coat. I could wear that.
This scene for me I felt like it made them too childlike. Instead of they're grown men, they're actually older than Boromir, but
Agree.
They're immature. But, yeah.
True. Those two especially.
Why did he fall?
Who?
Oh, did Boromir trip Aragorn?
Yes.
The hobbits did.
The hobbits did, yeah.
They ganged up as hobbits do.
Yeah. I love how, and I didn't notice it until seeing it pointed out in one of the extra things with Legolas talking about how he really has very few lines. So he's just trying to do intense looks all the time because he doesn't speak much in the trilogy. It's always fun if you just look scenes he's in. You look,
and yeah, this helped to make him famous, which is kind of odd.
Yeah. Well, how many years was 2004 Pirates?
Is it?
Yeah, Pirates came after.
Yeah. Because I thought they get him straight out of college. This is yeah. Can you imagine?
Yeah, he was
going
right out
to
of
college
acting school, and this is his first job.
This is first.
Like lottery ticket. Also, massive kudos on the ring being able to get off of Frodo that way without breaking the. I guess it is open. It's unclasped.
Yeah.
Never mind. Take it back.
But it wants Boromir.
Wants anything. It's like, ugh, get me out of this guy.
Frodo won't even stand up and fight. Come on.
I like how on Boromir they also slowly corrupt his face. He has more dirt and smears as it goes on.
Oh.
So he's corrupting.
Yeah.
Versus Mr. Mortensen.
Yes.
Exquisite.
Ruggedly handsome. They've all got rugged beards. Except for the hobbits.
Is that where the new modern
Except for the hobbits, yeah.
Yeah.
Just from Lord of the Rings?
And the elves, I guess. But what?
I was just wondering if Lord of the Rings was the inspiration for the new modern beard movement.
That's
because you're allowed
very,
to.
very possible. Yes. Yeah.
But now in modern fantasy adaptations, everybody's so squeaky clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the other thing with this one is it's lots of grunge. Which again, the costuming. It's just the costume department.
Here's your grunge.
Is amazing.
Here's your death metal.
Yes, there you go.
So I gotta show you that video.
Yeah, is there a video with this behind him with his music?
Oh no, his music. They filmed a music video.
Yeah.
It's so metal.
Yeah.
And no matter what you think that music video is going to sound like, I'm assuming you're talking about Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it does not sound like what you think it sounds like.
No.
Yeah.
He goes operatic with it.
Yep.
Okay.
I hate this ledge that they walk around. Why is Legolas not out front scouting? He's behind them all when he's standing on the snow, and Gandalf pushing through. And I want to know why they don't have the elf out scouting.
I mean, it's really important that he announces that there's a foul voice in the air.
Yeah.
He does.
Right.
But he
Nobody
can't see
else.
around the corner.
It's because they had to have blocking. They had to have him start here and move.
That's true.
Stage left.
And this was Gandalf's choice to take Caradhras.
Right. But look at that. There's no entrance over there. How did they get on that ledge?
Hey, there's some magic for you.
Magic.
Or magic.
It's true.
What's Quenya?
Quenya is that the High Elvish or the Low Elvish? I think Quenya is the High Elvish, which is based
The
on.
only reason I ask is it is literally the subtitles say chanting in Quenya.
That's great.
Huh.
When subtitles do their job. I love it when people do custom subtitles and there's commentary in the subtitles.
Speaking of subtitles, I forgot to turn them on.
That's okay.
You guys are listening, right? So
Yeah.
We got 2 different sets of headphones in doing that.
you're so high tech.
It was a pain in the butt to get it figured out because I'm fine with subtitles if I can also hear it a little bit.
Right.
But since it's like, like a group and like we're chatting and watching, my ADHD brain is not going to be able to focus on both and be like,
Right.
what? Someone asked me something. Like I was too busy reading.
Yeah.
See, this Caradhras moment just looks like Minnesota a week ago.
Yeah.
And
don't know why-
Iowa probably about 2 weeks ago.
I was gonna say I don't know why it's such a big deal. They can just keep going.
Yeah.
I know. We do that every day
Right.
between November through like March 3rd, like every year.
Mm-hmm.
I am lucky to get a week of snow.
Must be nice.
I mean, you're welcome to come visit.
Maybe, we should move to Indiana where they don't get as much snow.
Yeah, that's an option, Nico.
Just death fog.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get Nico to move here for since I met Nico.
Yeah. Yeah. How long have you guys known each other?
About 2.5 years now.
We've seen you way too much in that
It feels
time.
like longer though.
Be the 4th time we've come to visit you.
Yeah.
Next week. That's when we go. Next week. Next Thursday. We head out.
Awesome.
It's gonna be so much
You
fun.
ought to make it up to Indy during Gen Con.
Yeah.
Where are
That'd
you
be
guys at?
We're in Colorado Springs.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
They should move to Indiana as well.
We love the mountains too
We
much.
love the mountains. And here it snows, but because the sun is out, it like melts the next day. I love it. I love it so much. This is the first year I haven't had seasonal depression because up in
that's great.
Washington, it's like overcast all the time, even in the summer, it feels like.
Yeah.
Here, I'm like, I just go outside, get some sun. It's wonderful.
That sounds awesome.
Fine.
I would love that.
Mhm.
Kind of hard to be sad when you live near the mountains like that, though, too.
Yeah,
So much
it's
to
Well,
look
it's
at.
300 days.
fun. It's throwing me off.
But I mean, living in Iowa is just like depression central. Iowa's a very sad state.
Yeah. That's why I'm so glad we moved here. It's been completely different for me this year. I've written 2 books, 3 books? Where
That's
normally
impressive.
January and February are like, ugh. Well, one of them is a children's book, so that one was a little easier. But
I'm sorry, it's kind of silly where they're like, not even the masters can find their own work. Oh, look, I found this engraving on the wall.
The moment the moon
Right,
comes out, yeah.
right.
See, like, it's not even that I have a problem with, is why would it be the Elvish word for friend? Like, if it was the Dwarvish word for friend.
Because they used
Well,
to be
they,
friends.
they explain it. It's because of the trade agreements and
Yeah.
everything that they had. That they used to be friends and then they had a falling out.
And it's
Still
almost
seems-
implied that that's because of Bilbo, right? With the dwarves when they come in and they, right?
Well, but this story's been here for eons.
Right, when they were friends. But isn't it kind of implied that Bilbo's adventure with the dwarves and when they get
No,
jailed?
they didn't like
That's
themselves
why.
already.
Oh, okay. They were already. Okay.
It was implied. If you're talking about the conflict, it's when I forget the actual name of the kingdom, the Dwarven kingdom. But basically, when Smaug came, they called for aid, and the elves showed up, and then saw what was going on, turned around, and left. So that predates Bilbo by about 100 years.
There goes Bill the pony.
Off to save the Shire.
Ride swift, Bill.
Why do they just assume that horse is going to go home? No, it's
He
not.
knows his way home.
Oh
No,
yeah,
he's not.
horse.
Bill,
Yeah, horse.
Bill is a
Yes,
very
he's
smart
not.
horse.
Totally would. Oh yeah.
This isn't
horses are
homeward bound,
crazy
though.
that
I go
way.
home.
Yeah, it's
Bill made
really.
it through the Caradhras.
Stop throwing rocks, you troublemaker.
Yeah, horses are weirdly uncanny that way.
Yeah.
Come on. Tell me, Andrew, that when you see a body of water and there's rocks on the shore, you don't try skipping them.
I wish I could.
Yeah, I can't skip.
I also love how Gandalf is showing how intellectuals often way overcomplicate things.
Yep.
Actually, it's just friend.
Right.
He's saying all these like lavish spells and
Sounds like a party.
right.
I love how the dwarf can't see in the dark. He failed his dark vision roll. Actually, no.
He only fails every vision roll.
Yeah.
It's full of bodies.
That looks like more than 3 years of death to me, though.
I
Yeah,
would
it does.
agree.
It's like it must have been some time ago
Yeah.
because a lot of them are
It could
bones.
be anywhere within 10 to 15.
Yeah.
I mean, the sad part is you'd think somebody would have known.
That they had, yeah, when they like stopped trading or something.
Yeah,
Eek. This thing
That's
is so
kind of like
creepy.
dwarf's move. That's kind of like a dwarf's move is to just stop talking to
Tunnel under.
friends.
Yeah.
What's happening? I still jumped. Why?
It's funny. This CGI was so cool when it came out.
It's still cool.
Still is good.
It is.
So
I can actually see the difference though now in a way that I couldn't now on our, HD or whatever it is.
I'm following
Yeah.
a guy on socials who pulls a 150-pound warbow. And that's actually what Legolas's bow, supposedly, according to the DK books, that it's a 150-pound elvish bow. Once he gets the one at LOTR. But still, that's
you know
impressive.
that his bowstring is CGI, right?
Oh, really?
String?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Well,
bowstring is
bow would have to be
CGI
then, right?
because it quite literally they just wanted him to do the motion,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
and then they would add the string and
Yeah.
the arrow in to.
actually did not know that.
You'd think he would have had a hard time getting it accurate that fast, like where the string would be.
1,000 years of practice,
I want you fair.
I mean, if you're holding an actual he's holding a bow, it's
Yeah.
just not
Yeah.
strung,
Yeah.
so he can just.
So did CGI then have to also do the full bend on the bow as well?
Probably.
Yeah, because it moves. It
Because you had to have
definitely
tension. Yeah.
it moves. But yeah, you can't load.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now, Lurtz's bow, you can believe, is a 150-pound bow, the way he
oh
pulls it.
yeah.
Because he's firing rods.
He's yeah.
Lurtz is an awesomely designed character.
He is.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
The other orcs in the Hobbit are okay. They don't compare to Lurtz.
Here's one of my biggest gripes is that when they cast Manu Bennett as Azog, which I was incredibly excited about, you can't even tell it's him.
No.
I
That
was
was Manu
so
Bennett?
upset. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yup.
That was Crixus?
Yup. I know. That's why I was like,
He was the druid. He was the druid in Shannara, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was also Crixus and Spartacus.
blood and sand,
The
or all of
blood.
the above. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna point out how it's beautiful how much mithril there is here.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they not collect all that? Like
Right.
before the fall? Like it's literally
Because it was more fun to dig way down.
true.
It was more of a challenge that way.
Maybe there's more down there. Yeah.
Dwarves
It
are
is actually-
competitive.
Maybe the vein just wasn't worth mining.
They do leave it for like the aesthetic too, because that's a really big plot point in the
True.
cave behind Helm's Deep. Gimli wants to go and show Legolas the beautiful stones and the veins, so they leave some on purpose for how it looks.
Because like by lighting it alone, it lights the whole cavern. Yeah, that makes sense.
Not in the movie. In the book, I should specify everything I just said. They don't get to that, but
That's the steepest staircase ever.
Yeah.
especially considering it's built
Frodo's
by
just like,
dwarves.
I'm wearing a fortune right now.
Oh, this is coming up to my favorite line. One of my favorites. I love
Why
this.
did they make the steps?
No, not
so
this part
steep?
later, but I do love this where he's like, I'm lost.
What?
Crap.
And then
But
no
he
one
says
asked
it
her after that.
in a cool way.
Yes, yes.
I just love
Me when I come back to a room to grab something. No memory. of it.
Same mood.
Looking for your keys.
Yep.
I have no memory of it.
Or your phone that is in your hand currently.
Right.
I
Nope.
Oh, there it is.
twice yesterday. I couldn't find my headphones anywhere because I had plugged them into charge and forgot. I looked all around.
And then we left, and he's like, "Gosh, I just have to look for those when we get home." And I'm like, "We'll find them. It's okay." And he's like, I don't know where they could be." He was just going on about how I had no idea where they were. And we get home, and he's like, "Okay." I'm like, "Are they plugged in?" And he's like, "Yes."
As much as they haven't gone back and fixed some of the CGI on Gollum here, I'm so appreciative they didn't show much of him in the first book,
Mhm.
so they could
Yeah.
nail it in the second one.
Yeah.
That's a good
Well,
point.
And
Yeah.
not only that, but it kind of adds to the tension and fearful mystery of his character because you can't see, and just eyes are terrifying. So
So this line about
How did Gollum even find
their
them?
death,
mm-hmm.
you give it to them. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
It be that stayed Bilbo's hand. Do not be too eager to deal out death and judgment. Yeah, it's so foretelling. On my recent reread of Two Towers, actually my favorite part was the whole Sam, Frodo, Gollum scenes, which are usually like so boring, right? But listening,
They're kind of
conversations
cringy on
they have-
film.
Yeah, but the conversations they have are they're so deep. It's a lot of Tolkien's theology coming through. Philosophy. I can never remember which one's philosophy, which one's theology. All we have to do is decide what to do with the time that is given us. I need that on a mug.
See, I was going to go much more negative and say, like, Frodo, man, we're still on movie 1, and you're already like, I wish I didn't have.
I
Like,
know.
Barely anything's happened yet. Buckle up, bud.
I mean, he
I
was
like,
only
you gotta
almost
remember, he's already
eaten by a
had the ring
kraken.
for 20 years.
Yeah.
It's about to
He
get a
also
lot.
doesn't
Almost
get
eaten by a kraken is child's play compared to what he's got coming later.
Nothing to it.
He probably still thinks as soon as they get through the Misty Mountains, they're gonna be able to see Mount Doom there.
Mhm.
Which Bilbo has that same problem in The Hobbit, right? They get over the Misty Mountains, he's like, "That's the mountain, right?" It's like,
Yeah.
"No,
Oh no.
sweet summer
No.
child. Did you not look at the map?" No, because the map only covers after Misty Mountains.
Oh, the soundtrack in this section is just so good.
I also want to know, so if they knew that they were there, is it the dropping of the bucket that alerts them that they're there? Or did they already know that they're there? And why did they wait so long if they
I think
already
it's the
knew they were
bucket.
there?
In the movie. In,
Yeah.
in the book, he drops the bucket and nothing happens. They still wander through for another 50 pages.
That makes sense.
50 pages.
It feels like a long time because I'm like, okay, they dropped the bucket. Where's the cave troll? Nope, it's much later.
This is one of my favorite parts of the entire first movie. I love this battle so much.
Yeah,
So good.
Yeah.
The choreography is just
It is.
S tier.
Yeah, because it's so character centric.
Mm-hmm. Sam with his frying pan.
Before Rapunzel.
That's right. Sam is the original
and I feel
Rapunzel.
sorry for the cave troll.
Yeah.
I do too. Which
Yeah.
is like, it's crazy how much character they can put into this.
Right.
Where are you at right now, Tori? Gimli just got to the tomb, right? For you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Gandalf just read off the inscription.
Yeah. Okay. And which dwarf did we decide was the one?
Ori.
The book.
Ori.
That's
Yes.
Ori right there.
Oh,
Oh,
that's so sad.
Yeah.
That's so sad. I have never watched the Hobbit movies and then these in that
Yeah.
order.
Yeah.
Yes, I am enjoying my Lembeth bread, Dean Sue.
Yes.
And we're still on our first bag. I have 2 bags of it.
Yep.
If you can't make it through the second bag, just you've
Ship
got my
it.
address.
Got it.
Well, he only needs 1 bite, right, for a grown man,
I've had 7.
unless he's a hobbit, right? Yeah. So you got 7.
We just had some Girl Scout cookies to go with our tea.
Ooh. Which ones? What are your favorite?
He has the Thin Mints, and I have the Caramel Delights, or I think they call them Samoas now.
Samoas.
I like how this
Yeah.
ends with "in the cave of ah."
You think he wrote?
Just says the cave of ah.
There it goes. Tori, where's
Oh,
your cat?
This is such good tension. I'm just like,
Yes.
how many times have I seen this? And I'm still like, oh no.
Then
And
it
it
just
keeps
keeps
going.
going.
Poor Pippin.
He has such a young face.
Mm-hmm.
Totally believe him as the youngest. But he's the
Even
oldest.
even Aragorn is like,
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
so
like,
done.
now you've done it.
oh, ooh, look.
Look, you give me when I come back from Target with bags in my hands. That happened today. And me. That doesn't mean.
That is so mean. Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh,
That was mean, Gandalf.
I think this one's more tense than Helm's Deep just because you can see what's coming in the
Yeah.
Two Towers. This one, you're just like, "Ugh, what's happening? Who's coming? How many of them are there?
yeah.
Well, it's a scene like this, it plays very differently from like a large scale battle.
Oh,
Because
totally.
it is, they're in the mines, it's close quarters, they don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just super, super well done.
Okay.
Okay, so I will admit that this scene is awesome, but to better articulate my earlier comment on like how do they know where they're there? A, they're all being super quiet, and if there's hundreds and thousands of them, they're not going to be that quiet. They're not that intelligent. And
Well, it's an extremely big place. They probably weren't nearby.
it can't be that big. They were there in 30 seconds.
They run very fast.
And so if there's that many there, then why does one drop of a bucket alert them at all?
Maybe it's
just-
morning.
They haven't had their coffee yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's right.
I can live with that one.
Where's that coffee? They're just so realistic.
I think this scene was honestly one of the first film scenes that really sparked my love of writing battle scenes
Yeah.
and action scenes.
Yeah.
I
think
remember
Jack
playing
did
this
well
on
in this, and he's getting
PS2
his
for
lore
the
knowledge.
video game.
Yes. That was such a good game.
Loud. It's a little loud this time.
Like, yeah. sorry. Oh, I'm still not
Sam, get him.
But rest assured, guys, Manson is terrified of all of the orcs on the TV.
Oh,
Oh.
Take that pan and right between the legs.
man, Boromir just got clocked.
I feel like y'all are slightly ahead of me.
Man, he must have really
Yeah, you're about 10 seconds
thrown
ahead of
that
me.
to get it through the metal like that.
Lily is taking Nico's spot.
Never throw your sword.
Right.
Right? Bad idea.
More arrows.
I mean, you could throw an arrow. It won't do good. It won't do a whole lot, but you
Well,
can
I
do
love
it.
that they do have him do that, switch into close combat.
Can I nerd a little bit?
Yeah.
So
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
I love. Hey Ben.
Hello.
Ben.
I think one of the things I love so much about this is the variety of weaponry that is involved here. Because you've got Legolas with dual wielding, you've got axe, you've got archery, you've got like
Right.
hand-to-hand combat, you have the troll.
Aragorn's
Like, there's-
all rounder.
Right?
Yeah.
There's just so much
Yeah.
individuality going on.
Yeah.
Well, like
Yeah, this frying pan.
Yeah.
some people have their strengths and others have their weaknesses, but everybody's like nobody's being super powered beyond.
Well, even
they would
Gandalf
normally be.
fighting with that staff. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, Aragorn has no weaknesses. He is dual. He has multi-classed so many times. He's had 80 years to do it.
Ugh.
I remember seeing commercials for this movie like during one of the Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Aragorn's like, dude, I'm trying.
Right.
I can't save everyone.
Exactly. Get up off your butt.
Pike.
Yeah, there's another tool. Man.
Rocks. Yep.
Yeah,
There's
this,
just
this is not his first rodeo.
oof.
And Frodo being weak again.
I mean, he got a stab in this time at least.
Yeah.
Luckily, he's got a shiny shirt.
But now he's got to do his death scene.
Yes.
Story.
I hate it so much.
Worst constipation ever.
He also makes fun of the noises Nico does. In a video game I play, the main character, he makes fun of the noises he makes too. I don't know what he has against people and their pain noises.
Have you guys played any of those?
I feel like the director was like, okay, you're going to get stabbed. Here's what we do. Imagine you've had 3 guys line up in a row and they just each just kicked you right in the crotch.
But keep your eyes open.
Right, right. 'Cause we're here for those. Yeah. Oh. Okay,
This is
well.
why my mom
Design
told me
for
not to
the
drive with a
future.
drumstick in my mouth while I was sitting in the back seat.
Really?
And she said, "You're gonna pith yourself."
I remember my sister did that with a pencil once.
Oof.
Oh.
Oh yeah. That's why I always warn the kids.
Yep.
No, seriously. Oh, Aragorn. Oh, he's got his ring on.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Who's ring on?
Aragorn
Aragorn.
has a ring on it. I don't know if it's the ring from Arwen or.
No, it's the snakes. It's
the
probably
king's ring or
The
the
king's
Gondor ring. Yeah.
with one serpent crown and one eating a lotus.
Mhm.
Is that really what it is? Super knowledgeable.
It's Aragorn.
I know he knows everything.
I know his birthday because you posted it.
Did I?
Yeah, it's
Aragorn's?
March 2nd was his birthday actually.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Me video.
Aragorn's
Aaron's
birthday.
birthday was either
Viggo
March 1st or
Mortensen's?
2nd. No.
No, Aragorn.
Aragorn's.
Oh,
birthday
right.
is
No,
either
March 1st.
or 2nd.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
March
one of
1st.
one of the things I follow on Instagram is a Tolkien.
Oh, what happened
calendar.
today?
Yeah, it's a today in Mordor.
Yeah.
Or today in Middle Earth.
Anitha, yes, Mr. Tory is back.
Yes.
Wouldn't miss it.
Girl.
Mr. Tory.
Mr. Tory.
The detail on all those columns, and you can barely see it.
I built that in Minecraft once.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
yeah.
creepy.
Wasn't that tall, but
Oh, that is
The
creepy.
design for the goblins is so cool.
The design for everything is so cool.
Yeah.
What a workshop, man.
Yeah. Well, and each of the orcs is unique. Like you never see the same one.
Mm-hmm.
You mean
Or,
like
like,
it's
they're
not like
unique
they're
enough to-
CGI'd?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder why they had them come out like spiders.
I know, they're creepy. Just
because Peter Jackson hates spiders. It's his fear.
As should everyone.
fear.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
He has he's a
Oh, these
hoarder.
are goblins.
He definitely captures his horror element.
Yeah, it's so good though, because it's like when
No, I
you're being
think that's
chased
what-
by something bad, but then the bad thing runs away from something worse.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
always a bigger fish.
I love how Gimli's laughing as if it's like, yeah, we scared him away, guys. Like,
Oh, his hubris. No, you're not wrong, Boromir. This is not new devilry. This is old devilry.
Very old devilry.
So what's he doing there?
sensing,
He's
spider sensing.
Reading him.
Spider
His
Reading him.
spidey senses are tingling.
Yep.
He could also just be constipated.
He's consulting his monster manual.
Thinking, crap, I should have gone to the bathroom.
He closes his eyes so he can access his HUD.
He's got a mind palace in there.
Yeah, he's
Yep.
going into his mind palace.
Rifling through.
Also a great show.
Balrog. There we go. Yes.
Yes, it is. I'm probably due pretty soon.
For BBC
Sherlock,
Sherlock
yeah.
rewatch. Yeah.
We haven't watched it since it came out, I don't think.
Sherlock. Yeah, we watched the
Ah.
very last season, and that was.
Oh, and that was the worst one.
Yeah, I know.
Hard season.
It was.
Yeah.
It got steadily. Yeah. The first ones they.
Oh, second season was amazing too, though.
Yeah, first and second ones. But because they were more inspired by the book, and then it's like
That's
they got
near.
more. And
What did you guys think of Elementary?
I actually did like that. I only watched one season, and I never went back to it because it
Oh, really?
it like skipped a year or two
I
before
love
they
the
came back
twist.
out.
I agree, Anitha. Yeah.
Man, it's a good thing OSHA wasn't around.
Yeah.
I would have tripped like miles ago. Be like, just leave me, guys.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine.
Don't
I'm
even
gonna
worry
tell you
about
what,
yeah,
ancient
I would have followed.
construction is different. So I have been on the Great Wall of China, and
Really?
they've got steps on the Great Wall, but they're not a standard step. They're like little 2-inch
Oh.
staggered all the way down, and you've got to be very careful. And so, like, ancient construction is just to walk on it is unique.
Huh.
Did they do
Don't walk on the Great Wall,
2 inch
it's
so if you needed to, you could roll them? You could roll?
Yeah,
Oh wow. When did you go to the Great Wall of China?
2019
Wow.
August.
That sounds so fun.
Nobody tosses a dwarf yet.
Right?
Yeah, the Great Wall is cool. The Terracotta Warriors is where it's at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not the beer.
Nobody tosses.
I gotta
a
say,
dwarf.
one of my biggest fears is heights. Like,
Yeah.
I would have lost my knees. I wouldn't have been able to move.
Same. Yeah,
Just
there's
run
no
up
way.
and just-
That's
Mm-mm.
quite a jump there.
Oh, that CGI has not aged well.
Oh, the soundtrack's so good.
That's aged incredibly well.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know that there has ever been or will ever be a better soundtrack.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
This environment destruction looks computer generated.
It does. It's really hit or miss because some of it they did, but they did so much practical. I think
Right.
that even in comparison to itself, some parts don't look quite as good. But
Come here. What are you doing?
We got both cats.
she's looking at the camera like, "What's happening here?"
Yeah, she just like sat perfectly in your spot. I tilted it down so that she would. Oh, hi, Kitten.
This Pippin is also causing trouble right now. He's got the zoomies.
Of course he
Hey,
is.
I know all about children causing trouble, okay?
Oh my gosh. Wizards.
Your children have never
At this
done
point,
a
Gandalf,
wrong
like,
thing
why
in their
couldn't we have
life.
taken those stairs?
That
That's
is
where he came
actually
down.
untrue, Layla.
Well,
They
Balrog.
are
Behind
perfect.
there's
I
giant
know.
stairs.
Yeah. Do you think Gandalf went the wrong way? If they had gone the other way, would they have skipped like all of this?
Or would the Balrog would have cut him off?
Or that?
Well, this
Hey,
is just where Gandalf decides to be an experience hog, so he can level up,
That's
and the rest of the party just goes.
that bridge not happening. That's like
So,
that's
yeah,
like
you guys
Jones
saying-
when he crosses the sand and it's an invisible bridge. No way.
It's this or the Balrog.
You know what? Part of me would take the Balrog
How do you know
Over what?
and not burn
over
forever?
trying to cross that bridge.
How do you know it won't burn forever inside of him?
But if I cross that bridge, I would fall off because I
It's
would
a
get
really
dizzy
thin
and I would
bridge.
go over.
Oh, 100%.
Ugh.
I wouldn't cross it on my feet for sure. Pippin!
You know, one of my favorite things that's
Speaking
ever
of
happened
falling
that's come
over.
out of this movie.
Fool of a took.
I would have.
One of my favorite things that's ever come out of this movie is when there was a video of some college kid who was going around during final exams dressed as Gandalf, screaming, "You shall not pass."
Well, you
Lord-
saw. Did you see
Lord
where
successful.
Yes.
Ian McKellen went to like an elementary school in the UK
I did.
and did the same thing out the window at them to tell them to study for their exams, and then he did the "You shall not pass" thing. It was really cute.
That was like 10 years ago. It was fantastic.
Yeah, the kitten just ran through
GM
the
rolled a
room
20 right here.
Turn away.
and like
GM
knocked
totally rolled a
Ben's
20.
work computer off of the desk.
He's going to spend some time outside.
So
computer. Oh my god.
it's fine, but he just knocked the bucket down the well.
Yeah, that is not how that works. They could have easily gone and gotten him.
Exactly. The Balrog's gone. It's falling.
No, it's
Okay,
already
Gandalf-
out of
Gandalf-
the
Gandalf
frame.
let go
It's not holding on to him.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Gandalf let go intentionally. His staff is down there, which he needs. Part of him. He knew what he was doing.
Plot.
And plot.
I mean, in fairness, if they were out on the bridge and they would have taken the time to pull him up, look how close the arrows would have been. I mean, they would have been easy targets.
Right.
So
I think Andrew Wizard is the Andrew that Anitha is yelling at. She's wondering where your baby is.
Where is the baby? The baby's asleep. It's
I will
11
come get
p.m.
the baby.
I want to say that, like, because Tristan's been watching a lot of Silmarillion lore recently, some
Oh,
videos, and I think that the Balrog and Sauron are actually like in the same like class of person.
creature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I might be wrong there, but I think that they're actually on similar levels.
I believe
So Sauron was initially, I believe, on the same level as the wizards.
Oh,
And
really?
then he got
So is the Balrog.
corrupted by Morgoth. Am I getting that right?
I just say
think they're different
Morgoth,
orders,
like
but they're the
Sauron.
same level.
Wasn't it? Or something?
Morgoth came before Sauron. Sauron was a lieutenant of something.
Yeah.
And he was a magic user. So he's of the same race or just slightly higher than the race that Gandalf is. And I don't remember all the hierarchy of the gods because Tolkien built all of that out. But
So Morgoth was a Valar along with the other Valar who sang the world into existence.
yes.
Yeah.
And then right underneath them was all the wizards. And initially, I believe Sauron was the Saruman of his time, and he got corrupted and turned to the dark by Morgoth.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. He was the lieutenant of Morgoth before he knew Morgoth was evil, and then Morgoth corrupted him. I think that's correct.
This is so funny.
I'm way less rusty on my lore. There's so much there.
I'm gonna look it up.
The link, but actually the link's not working here, so never mind.
Sarah's got questions.
Yes.
Sarah,
So
but-
Gandalf, like all 5 wizards of Middle Earth, was and I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Was a Ma'ai, an angelic spirit of the same order as Sauron.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
Balrog.
In the what?
And the Balrogs.
Is Gandalf the Sauron? Yes.
From the ears of a fox.
Huh.
Vale.
The
Nat Lord.
Balrogs are also Ma'ai.
Okay.
They're just the demon variety instead of the angelic.
Okay.
Interesting.
Even the arrows are different. Like the arrows for the orcs were different
Mm-hmm.
style. Are the Lothlorien arrows different? Is the design is different than Rivendell, right? It's like slightly
I don't think we ever see Rivendell arrows.
true.
I knew about
Yeah.
Sauron being the same, but I didn't know about the Balrog, so that's actually new information to me.
Anita is yelling at everybody, of course. Nico, what is your cat's name? Which cat is that right now?
This
Can
one
we
is Emily. This one is Lily.
can we also have a moment for a very underappreciated side character in Haldir?
And Haldir, I was just gonna say, I love
Yep.
that they don't come up in this.
I mean,
Yep.
he has more character than Galadriel's husband.
I mean, that's true.
What's his name?
He doesn't even know.
Does he even survive to the end?
He's
No.
just
I don't know.
Mr. Galadriel.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry,
poor
Ben.
guy.
Isn't it Celeborn?
Yes.
Yes.
Celeborn.
Yes,
I'm
Celeborn.
pretty sure he does have a larger role to play, but definitely not in the films.
Yeah.
There's just
He's
an
a big
extended
actor.
version crap.
Yeah.
In fact, isn't he the guy who was going to play Wolverine originally? From
I
Mission
don't know.
Impossible 2?
I only know one Wolverine, so I have no idea.
Yeah, there is only one Wolverine.
There is only.
One Wolverine to rule them all.
Yep.
Yes. That's right.
I still
Talk
can't believe he came back to the role.
Oh, for the Deadpool Wolverine mashup. I'm very
3.
excited about
He's going to
that.
play
Yeah, that's
3
gonna
or
be really
4
cool.
versions of Wolverine in it.
I'm very excited about
He's
that.
what?
You
You
jacking
know,
this?
in Deadpool 2.
Wow.
They're going to pull in like several Mr. Fantastics, and it's going to be a multiverse event, Deadpool style.
When does the next Spider-Verse multiverse come out?
We've 2 Spider-Verse movies coming out.
No, the
One is-
animated one.
Yeah, I
That
know.
was so good.
That's what I mean. This summer.
Okay.
Are those
Cool.
pretty good?
Yeah.
Part 1, Part 2.
Yeah,
They're
the
really good.
Into the Spider-Verse with Milo is amazing. Miles.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's
Yeah,
the-
I haven't
Miles
watched any of the
Morales.
animated ones.
So
It's
good.
so good.
There, see,
And Spider-Gwen's in it.
And Spider-Gwen's in it, and that's partially why I love
the
it.
animated.
Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen.
Yes.
Does whatever.
I need a TV show just about her because she's her own thing.
Hi,
She's got her own
Alyssa.
Comic series.
My friend is watching it, but she won't comment in the chat, so I'm just shout. Everybody say hi,
I
Alyssa.
was like,
Hi,
"Quick."
Alyssa.
Hi, Alyssa.
Hi, Alyssa.
She says hey.
Hey.
Such beautiful architecture that would never in a million
Is
years
she
work.
watching along? Tori?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
You're watching with us. Mary's like, what the?
She just sent me
I
in all
love all
caps.
the actions.
She just sent me in all caps. That was so cool.
The power we hold.
That's
People
Among
on
other
TV,
YouTubers.
man.
What's this actress's name again?
Kate Blanchett?
Kate Blanchett?
Yeah, Kate Blanchett. There we go. For some reason, my brain kept going Tilda Swinton, and I said, that's wrong.
No,
That's
but
wrong.
it's so
Narnia.
close. She's so similar in
Yeah,
look,
similar characters.
right? Yeah.
100% Kate Blanchett, though, of the two,
Yes.
personally.
Queen, Witch.
I don't know. I love Tilda Swinton as the White Witch.
Oh, yeah.
That
I did
was-
too. Kate Blanchett is just a queen and a half, though.
Oh, she is. Yeah.
Although the original BBC.
Why can't she be a queen
White
in three
Witch
quarters?
Well, she could be if she wanted to be. I wouldn't argue.
If she had taken Frodo's offering, she would have been. What were you saying, Ben?
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say, like the original BBC White Witch. I've got a
Oh yeah,
Like-
she's so much scarier.
Well, she's more witch-like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tilda Swinton is more
Like this, almost
Lucifer.
a queen. Yes.
Yeah.
High level.
like when she
I
played
forget
Gabriel
what
in
it is.
Constantine.
It's funny because in the books, Gimli will not hear anything bad said about Galadriel. Like the moment you mention Galadriel's name, he will laser lock eyes with you, and he'll just be like, "Watch what you say." He is in love with Galadriel.
Boromir is not.
Boromir's on the struggle bus right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Feed his soul.
But it's a fun expression.
Yes.
I've never heard that before. I want to use it now.
Go ahead.
Well, not like right now.
Oh, okay.
Gotta wait for the right moment.
My interview earlier was on the struggle bus.
Yeah.
It was on the parent bus. It's okay.
Me personally, it was the parenting struggle bus.
Yes.
Mm.
I say the rest of it went really well, but yeah, you look like you were having a fun time.
I just started using them as weights.
How many queens has she played? So like Nathan says she's played
Elizabeth.
Hela. Yep,
Elizabeth.
and
We play Hela and Elizabeth. Yes. Yeah.
Hela.
In
Galadriel.
Thor.
Yeah.
He's hella good. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Trying to think besides that.
But her is Elizabeth. That's another one where she's just,
Excellent.
oh gosh, so good.
I wonder what he's got in that bottle. So bad. Just good water, or is he carrying around lots of it?
Tea.
Kombucha.
Probably
Yeah.
wine.
He's
Kombucha.
Hopefully wine.
Maple syrup.
Okay. Here, I just want to point this out. Right there, Orlando Bloom did the exact same walk that Aragorn did at the.
Hips out.
He sauntered.
Why are you looking at these men's hips? Let's look at a Galadriel.
Yes,
Hipster.
we should take a deeper dive into that.
Yes. Let's look at Sam's hips.
This is the most svelte that Sam ever looks in the whole trilogy.
He looks amazing. I
It
love
must
the
be in pickups.
suspenders.
It must be in
Yeah.
pickups.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't he
Oh,
have
yeah.
suspenders on a minute ago?
Extended.
He's
Did
lost
he?
weight. In
I
this-
think you see the suspenders hanging around his waist. He probably did.
Yeah.
Cover the hips.
It's uneven ground.
You know, I remember him being a little bit more stocky in the movies.
Sam?
Yeah.
John Aston? Yeah.
Yeah.
Aragorn's just kind of group therapist at this point.
Yeah. He's got his own
Right?
to deal with.
Everybody just unloads on him, and he's just like,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, with
King.
I think he's an INFP.
It's good to be a king.
I can see that.
Because you can't change his mind, but he does understand your perspective, even if he's obviously internally rolling his eyes constantly.
Yes.
And that's NFP to a T.
Yes.
Without the T.
Having been an INFP in a previous life, I can definitely say that that's likely.
Oh, what?
Stepping on the
Myers
I'm an
Briggs.
ENFP and I'm like that, but I'm an E, and he's like that, but an I, because he
Yeah.
What
internally
the crap
rolls
are you guys
everything.
saying right now?
Personality type.
Excuse me. Myers Briggs, the
Oh,
introvert,
Okay.
extrovert. What is it? Sensing and intuition.
Sensing.
I should know that. Like 3 of my family members are psychologists.
It's okay. There's so many personality tests.
They've
out
got
there.
things to say about me.
Right. The more important question is which person in Lord of the Rings are you?
Yes.
We already know that Ben is Treebeard. So
Who do you think I am?
who do you? Oh, I don't know.
Chaos and humor and
Bombadil.
How dare you?
I'm I'm the angry old hobbit who's sweeping at the beginning.
I'm Pippin, whose biggest concern is when are we going to eat again? 100%.
This is Frodo.
I'm Gimli.
Andrew, you
Actually,
are so not cool enough to be Gimli. Don't even.
Layla,
Yeah,
why
you're
are you so
Gimli.
mean
Oh
to me?
no, I think yeah.
Because you would get in a drinking contest.
Oh, totally.
That's what it came down to with me. Is she and her sister-in-law were trying to decide if I was Merry or Gimli, because I'm not Pippin enough, but I'm still willing to have fun.
Yes.
But I would never get in a drinking contest just to get drunk. Merry would, but he would prefer to get Merry to get Pippin to do it.
Yes.
I would definitely like if you get me engaged in the social activity of drinking, I will 100% do something stupid.
Or say spicy gummy bears or blue chips.
True.
I would like to be Radagast. Radagast is probably one of my favorite characters.
It's the
I've
shrews.
actually met the actor.
Really?
Yeah.
Which doctor were you wearing when you met him though?
I was wearing a mix of 11 and 10.
Awesome.
I had done kind of like this blend up deal. It was here in Indiana about 7 years ago.
Oh, wow.
7, 8 years ago. And yeah, it was cool.
So
Oh
cool.
my god.
Right against the sun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can quote some of these parts since we just watched it.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, call me
Meredith,
back.
also Andrew. So I think Anitha is saying yes. Wizard Andrew is Gimli is what Anitha is guessing, but Sarah guessed Radagast. So
Sarah's good people.
there you go.
So is Anitha, but Sarah's good people.
Because Sarah's not trolling you right now.
Exactly. I love you, Anitha.
That's Anitha's job.
That sounds so official, Mr. Meredith.
Mr. I know.
I still have trouble when all you people write reviews and just refer to me as Meredith.
Yeah. It's like, wait, that's
Like,
not
wait,
my
that's
first
not my
name.
name. That's
Yeah.
my last name.
Because
Oh,
everyone
right.
always refers, no matter if it's him or
Then
me.
technically
So,
it's your
call
name.
Oh, I know. I
Yeah.
get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to seeing authors like when Tolkien wrote this, when Sanderson
Right,
wrote that.
yeah.
And it was like when Meredith wrote, no, Meredith's my last name.
Yeah.
Oh, right. We're being professional here.
I do refer to you as Meredith whenever I'm talking to Andrew.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah.
This Andrew, because I'm always like, when I say, I'm like, hi Andrew, I'm talking to an Andrew. I'm just like, I just gonna start saying Meredith.
It's the other reason I'm Mary, right?
Yes.
Ah,
When I review Bone Shroud, I will make sure to refer to you as Andrew every other sentence.
Yeah. D. So when
There you
D
go.
was writing,
There you go.
Hi, you gonna come sit with us?
I did get an email on my website yesterday asking if I was the Andrew Meredith who wrote this story about something. And I looked at the book and I'm like, I did not write that. That's for sure. And so I wrote back to him and said, sorry, I'm a different Andrew. But I wrote it, but I do write. And she goes, oh, look at your books. I said, that's nice. Thanks.
Crazy moment coming up here.
Yeah.
This is her audition.
No.
for him.
That is another exactly. She's another one who hasn't aged.
No.
So it was I'd say a few months ago when I realized when the elves are leaving, the way that the world is divided is that they are sailing basically into another plane of existence because it's segmented in a way that like when they leave they can't really come back. They're going back to the promised land of like their gods and stuff like that. That was
Yeah.
set aside only for them.
Into Aslan's country.
Yeah.
Past the sugar water.
That's right.
Pretty much.
as they go Prydain, it's the summer lands.
But it's not allegory.
Like I always just assumed it was like, well, where are they sailing to? And they're like, well, there's actually like a dimension style deal where they're like basically leaving this planet.
So her ring's name is Nenya. And the first thing that went through my head was, yeah, Nenya, like name your business.
Oh,
That's
man.
what her ring was called.
Great potential Lord of the Rings puns there.
Who are you to ask me what my ring's name is? We're not on first
This
name
cat or
basis.
this cat? She wants Nimue.
We'll put her in a box and ship her. She should survive a couple of weeks in transit, right?
Just put a
Kidding.
couple of kibble.
It's
Will
sugar,
deliver.
right?
Are you near like any like fun landmarks for us to visit if we deliver her?
She's in Canada.
Oh yeah, we'll go to camp.
Yeah.
There's no landmark.
Yeah.
Good
I like
fishing in
how
Quebec.
Andrew you say Canada.
Oh, last name is fine. Anita. I
Hey,
just
only like 13% of Canada is even populated.
Yeah, there's forests.
Good fishing in Quebec.
So beautiful.
Yeah,
we're-
Nimue from like Arthurian legend.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yes.
Technically, we stole it from the show Once Upon a Time, but I always say Arthurian legend because it sounds better and is still true. Because that's what the character they were doing on the show. So.
Is Nimue's in the castle Perilous? Or is she the witch? She's the witch that captures Merlin.
Yeah,
She's the witch.
she's the witch.
Why are they doing it so violently?
Because they're Urukai, Andrew.
Yeah, but like
Hey, you're right. They can't just like put armor on a person.
No.
They just really
It
shove
has to
the
be
armor
aggressive.
Man,
They're getting their
That's,
drama.
Hey,
that's their
if you
culture.
calm down and really focus on those straps. They'll probably just go on really easy. Like I find whenever I try and do something complicated when I'm angry, I just don't succeed.
Never played football, huh? I didn't either.
I need a short skit now of Andrew as a therapist to an Urukai.
Done.
That would
Yes.
be hilarious.
Yes.
and then just cut to reverse images of orcs just yeah.
Use your words.
Yes. Yes.
You need to communicate.
Saruman.
So when we get angry,
Well, like I'm just sitting there watching them put on face paint, and he's just like, and I'm just like, I mean, like you could have just gone like that.
Go. Get your lumbus.
Maybe it's acidic.
Get your
You
lumbus.
started at like 100, and I'm gonna need you to maintain that energy level,
love this
otherwise you're gonna
line.
disappoint everybody in here.
I mean, that's the thing. Like the last Urukai to get the face paint is probably just like, all right, come on.
Exactly. Yeah, fine, get out of here.
High five.
I love that he ate 4.
Mhm.
Well, like in the appendix,
Or
talk about how the Urukai, their armor is designed without there's nothing in the back because they never run.
he's
out,
just like,
right?
Yeah.
Mm.
he's like, I'm gonna try not to barf.
Yeah.
I mean, did you eat 4?
Well, in this part, this
Constipated.
was added, right? This adds a little bit to Celeborn
Half-
actually doing
They
something.
show half. Yes, this
Yeah.
moment was added.
Yeah.
No. He talks about being tracked. I think I remember that, but I think
Okay.
half of the gifts aren't shown.
Right. Exactly.
Well, it's not really good the way that they could show the Gimli getting the hair. That
Right.
would just be kind of awkward.
Yeah. I love that story though. I love how they wrote it.
Though my favorite story is now with Aragorn and Frodo's extra in the same boat.
Yes.
And they're pulling away and they're in the middle of the river and he says, "Just so you'll know, Vigo, I cannot swim. If the boat goes over, let me die." and Vigo freaks out like, "You can't swim?" He goes, "Just let me go. I'll be fine." He was very careful after that because he did not want to lose him.
The guy that played Frodo's stunt double, he's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Sam.
Nice shiny daggers. And she just smiles at him.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd be disappointed with rope too, Sam. It's all right.
Yeah.
The rope.
It
really
already
comes
comes in
handy.
every single travel pack, Adventures
He's
pack.
just like, where's my shiny dagger?
That's the whole point. Is in the book, he's always complaining. He's like, oh, I forgot rope. I wish I had rope. So then Galadriel gives it to him.
Uh-huh.
She knows what he needs. Oh, her smile. Man, she's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I
and
just-
that's like there's the deep lore where like the other guy wanted a single lock of her hair and she absolutely refused, and then she gives Gimli 3.
Oh, really?
Why was the Oompa Loompa Frodo's stunt double?
Yes.
Played all of them.
Yes, he did.
He's been in so many things.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually taller than I thought he was.
Remind me what her relationship is to Arwen. Aren't they related?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they are,
Yeah.
but I don't remember how.
Like, isn't Galadriel like?
Cousins?
I think Galadriel is.
She's
Arwen's
older than
grandmother.
Elrond.
I think she's Arwen's grandmother by her mother side
Oh,
or something.
I didn't know that.
I love her crown too.
Yeah.
Galadriel's Elrond's mother-in-law.
That's
There you
awkward.
It's interesting.
I feel like
Yeah, she
relationships
is.
like that are also different when you know you're immortal and you don't age, and so you look the same age.
Well, that's why his mother-in-law lives so far away from him.
That's why Rivendell was founded. Like, I'm getting out of Lothlorien.
I just need some space.
Let me say though, I love my mother-in-law. Renee is amazing. She is so amazing.
I like my mother-in-laws too.
I like my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Mine's okay.
One of those tropes.
Mine's okay. She made a pretty good son, I guess, so I'll give her that.
I'll say she did.
Andrew, can you stop stimping for my husband, please? I will let you have him if you give me one of your children.
I was gonna say the way you talk about his kids, you guys should
You
just
can
swap.
have the cat. The cat is technically one of my children.
I'll take Kaya because she's older and that would just be easier for me.
No.
Nico basically acts like a toddler. It's the perfect trait.
Gimli's delivery on this is really well done. It's not simpy at all. With Galadriel's hair.
You're supposed to mention.
Yeah, it's just appreciative.
Oh, I moved close to my mother-in-law. I thought that was
I
enough.
know. Yeah. She's in the commentary,
I know.
wondering where her shout out is.
But like, I mean,
and
Gimli
yes.
goes hard for Galadriel. The entire series.
Boy, you need to sleep.
Like I believe when they're in Two Towers, when they're chasing and they meet the riders of Rohan and they say something bad about Galadriel, and that's what sets Gimli off, and he's about to fight him.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Such great contrast here with just it's the serene, we're going down the boat, and then all of a sudden the music starts and the Oryx
They're
go.
always going at 100. The fighting Uruk-hai are just like, yeah.
They never stop.
Making eye contact with Legolas.
Probably have an overactive adrenal glands.
Only the
When they're-
Fellowship had slept
When they're
there
resting,
around my-
when they're relaxing and doing their hobbies, they're just 100% all the time.
I can knit
just
faster
never
than
show
you.
I read 20 books this month.
And then you get to the
I don't think they're bookish at all.
You never know.
C is for Kill Tori.
Yeah, I know.
No, Emily is not the greater Bronte. Now we need orc cosplay.
Please.
The orc
That's
book
wonderful.
club.
That
Those would make
Gotta
some
love cats.
fantastic and very viral YouTube shorts.
Yeah.
Yes, they would. Oh my gosh.
I want to point out, Frodo actually has no excuse not to eat. It takes one bite.
Yeah, exactly.
One
Just
bite.
One
Just,
bite.
just a nibble.
Have you
Yes.
ever tried to feed a kid who doesn't want to eat?
Put it in his burger. Put it in his burger and drop it in.
Shove it in.
Yes.
Give me my plumber's helper.
Put some bacon around it.
That's right.
That wouldn't work for me.
Uh,
I
would
did just
head
see
down
online.
and be like, take a bite. I don't
I
have
saw
patience
online
for
somebody
your
took
soul.
Little Debbie's, crumbled them up, wrapped them in burger, and did it as a meatloaf on the grill. It looked really good.
Who did this?
Somebody online was doing
Like-
little Debbie's inside a burger. So then the marshmallow completely evaporates, but it creates a pocket of sugar with the ginger of the little Debbie's inside of the burger. I'd
Oh
try it.
my.
I'd try it.
You would do that.
It was weirdo.
Yeah, but you eat weird stuff.
That
I
did not sound
Beg to
appetizing.
differ.
Well, isn't Ben's goal to be on Hot Ones like Andrew's?
Me too, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know that I would want to be on.
Yeah.
You know what? If you ever just want to eat increasingly spicy wings, we can just do that.
Yeah, you should start a booktube that's like just doing that. That's a series right there.
Well, you both.
That's
both
what
make
you
your
two
own
should
hot
do in Indiana. Is
You
you
both
guys
make your
should
own
do an
hot dog.
interview.
Yes, when you guys are together, you have to do an interview together.
Argonauts.
I think you guys should do a Hot Ones themed video and just get hotter and hotter wings.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
God.
Ben can make you hot sauce, right? Isn't that what you're making?
I do. I'm all out of fresh peppers and have been for a while. But
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I do enjoy good fermented hot sauce.
We actually made our own hot sauce for a while too, but haven't done it in a while.
It was really good. We made a lot of really good ones. We had like 8 flavors that we made.
Oh wow.
Nice. That's awesome.
They were really good. They were
I tried
more
it.
like salsa,
The
to be
pineapple
honest.
one is probably my favorite.
Yeah, the pineapple habanero.
Yeah, you ate that on everything like a weirdo though.
Yeah, we had
I
some
appreciate
weird
the
ones.
World building of the fact that they carved the Argonath from the hills right next to them. Like you see the quarry steps of where they carved and just moved them.
Mhm.
Like they weren't going to bring them from somewhere else. That was a lot of work.
Or how they're backwards here.
That's a little too close for comfort for me.
I was gonna
personally.
say, I'd be like, no, back up.
It's like the only movie ever where they don't accidentally go over the waterfall. They're like, "Oh, we planned for this. We're gonna get off here."
That's true.
And it's
Yeah,
cold enough that
it's-
then
it's-
Frodo and Sam can actually cross.
Yeah.
If she wants to get out,
Um,
I'll open up the door for her.
So where the crap does Frodo go when he rows away if there's a waterfall right there?
I think he just crosses to the other shore.
Oh, that's
I was
it?
very intrigued.
She's
Yeah.
got the option now.
Because you know he's chicken.
Yeah,
He just
Frodo,
crosses to
Frodo
that.
just crosses. Yeah.
Wants to get to the other side.
Well, Sam's quit right there. He's done.
Nico, I appreciate you.
And Pippin's eating again.
That was an awful joke. I would.
No, that was fantastic.
Honestly, I hate to say this, but the more I'm watching this, I think I would probably be Legolas-ish in a group like this.
Really?
Yeah.
Always dressed and always watching.
Yeah.
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 Never talking to the ring bearer.
Like I'd be totally up for a scrap anytime, but I'd also be like, guys, this is a creepy forest. We should leave now.
Right.
Which, you know, if Aragorn had just been like, okay, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Maybe they'd have made it out of here.
Yeah.
See, Legolas could have saved them.
Well, I mean, they make it out of there.
Right. Spoilers,
Boromir
Andrew.
doesn't.
Shh. Spoilers.
I don't care. It's been 20 years.
Well, the one though too, Legolas doesn't. I don't think Legolas knows or understands that Boromir is a potential traitor, and Aragorn won't say it out loud. So Aragorn's got a lot on his mind because he's
trying to
had
hide
nothing
it.
but
Yeah.
wariness for Boromir.
He's trying to hide it from
Even though they
everybody
could just
else.
talk in Elvish, Aragorn's too much of a decent guy to say something.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it's one of those where, like, I understand where Bormer's coming from. Like, he just wants to protect his people. So it's, you know, it comes from a good place.
It always does.
The dragons of good intentions.
Yeah.
Right.
You're right. So he's got like black spots now on his forehead. Yeah. He's got him up the cheeks now.
Yeah, you're right.
And now he's got sullen eyes too. Got red bags under his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And it's all very subtle.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The dirt's moved. Like originally, the dirt was underneath his hair, and now it's over in the middle of his forehead.
I appreciate that they don't like beat you over the head with stuff like that. It's subtle there if you notice it.
And it looks like his teeth are slightly dirtier now.
They just said, "Don't brush this morning." Just
like his upper teeth are white, but the bottom teeth are. No, that could be because he's from the UK. I don't know. I don't pass judgment.
Now I'm gonna analyze their teeth. Okay, right there when he disappears underneath him, like you're on top of him, you're holding him. You know where he is.
Yeah.
Push down.
It may have
I mean, like he was startled for a second. But...
Yeah.
The only thing I would give is maybe he was startled. He's like, "Where'd you go?" Like it was jarring, but like
you'd think he'd still feel
right. Yeah, I mean, you'd still feel that, I guess.
So did he trip there, or did Frodo like actually kick him?
Right there was just him slipping because Frodo already took off.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the crack.
God, that's good acting.
Yeah.
So many just world-class actors in this too, and
there's no weak spot.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Way to go, Tori.
So Sarah, what real knife throw in this one?
Oh, so Frodo hears his apology.
Isn't this supposed to be another site that had a Palantir at one point?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a Numenorian. That's what the heads are and everything is.
Were there 5 or 7?
This is Amon Hen, right? Because this is where I did my quote.
Yep. Like that right. I think that statue right there with the griffins is where the Palantir used to sit.
No, griffins. There's griffins in Lord of the Rings.
Well, I'm looking at them right now. Peter Jackson put them in. Or Chiago did.
There.
This moment is one of my favorites too.
Mm-hmm.
Because even Aragorn recognizes, like, if I keep going with Frodo, it's going to have an impact on me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and you could see too, like just in his eyes, and he's strong enough to overcome it, but also understands that maybe it is best for Frodo to go on alone. It's as hard as that is.
Yeah.
Would he tomorrow?
Okay, so the ring just.
Huh.
Yeah. So according to the subtitles, the ring just called him Elisar.
Just said Elisar.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Called his bloodline.
Into the very fires. Typical INFJ. Have to do it ourselves.
What?
Just Frodo is very INFJ.
What is?
If I
are
want
you
something
doing
done
psychology
right,
stuff again?
yes. If I want something done
Griffin,
right, I'm gonna do it myself.
Griffin.
It is a griffin. Good grief. Yeah.
Punch.
This is another one in the appendices when he's talking about like how they choreographed this. It was basically Vigo said, "Okay, each of you just come at me. I'm gonna hit you."
Yep. And afterwards, we'll knock heads.
I love just the approach, just the dramatic holding in front of it, and then just goes, just swinging at everything. It's really well choreographed, though, for somebody facing multiple enemies. Then he gets up high where they can only come at him single file. I mean, it's great, realistic approach when you're fighting in overwhelming odds.
It's Well, and I love that they didn't go super like him spinning swords and
It's
all
very
practical.
practical.
It's practical. It's not quite accurate, but at the same time, it's still very effective.
Yeah.
Like stabbing somebody with an arrow, I just feel like it would have broken personally.
But it's
Never tried it.
elvish. But
You
it's
can
elvish.
stab somebody with an arrow. It's just pulling it back out and firing it that becomes the issue.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. I mean, the rope doesn't break because it's elvish. Maybe the arrows are the same.
It'll be titanium.
Could be.
Yeah.
Made from some special tree.
Titanium, yeah. Alphatanium.
Melatonin.
Adamantium arrows.
Yeah, there you go.
Mary is boss.
He is. Pippin, shut up and sit down.
And I love to, I feel like here's the first glimpse of just those two and all of the character growth that they get as well. Because they start off just being silly, they're hungry, but they really do change, especially Mary. You really learn more about him.
I think Mary's a really underrated character, honestly.
I do love him, especially in the next one.
Yeah.
Here it comes. So good.
Validation. Vindication.
Redemption.
This is probably one of the best scenes in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
No one is within 20 feet of Legolas.
They're probably like, let them get a little bit closer.
Yeah, so
we can
you
get
see
a
how there's
shot.
some slight bend on the bow? This is all CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, while Legolas is making all the shots, he's thinking, and my dad said I shouldn't be playing my Xbox every night. Look what I can do now, Dad.
How did they film that?
Eagle.
Drones.
Yeah.
That's it. They wouldn't
Probably
have really
had
had
one of those
drones.
like,
Poor
like
extra
arm
trying to go down the
cameras.
stairs.
I mean, they legitimately they used to use helicopters for most aerial shots. A lot more expensive than drones, but that used to be the norm.
Right.
There's probably a lot of helicopter shots in the movie, especially the like wide shots of them running.
I forgot how much Merry and Pippin like contributed to this fight originally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
They're not giving up either.
By Boromir. They have no reason to be wary of Boromir.
Nope.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I love Mary.
But Anitha, what about Fatty Bulger? He's the fifth Hobbit. He doesn't leave the Shire with them. He
Oh, that's right.
stays
You-
back.
Oh, that's right.
And acts and plays like nothing happened.
Okay, that would be me.
Lurch?
No, staying home.
Fatty Bulger, yeah.
Being like, yeah, have fun storming the castle.
You guys run up.
That's a 150-pound bow. The way he's pulled that.
Yeah. Well, those arrows probably weigh. Gosh. And they go so far in.
By the first arrow, he was already dead.
Yeah.
He knows it. But it wasn't a heart shot, it's just above the heart.
Well, the gut is actually.
Yeah, but
usually
no,
worse, right?
this one, I'm saying if it's a heart shot, he'd be out.
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the lung
Meanwhile, if I stub my toe, I'm out of commission for a week. This dude's got an arrow in him, and he's like,
Two.
I got a little more left.
shot,
I
3.
got three arrows now.
3 arrows now.
When the horn got split, because it's been together this whole time. So on that third arrow, that's why
He blocked. I thought he did a block with the horn.
Is that what he did?
Some attention.
Yeah. So like he threw it and it basically acted as a block, and it allowed him to bring his sword around in time.
Okay.
That's what I thought I saw happen.
Yeah.
Because you see him blow the horn and then spin it on its cord, and it intercepts the sword, and that's where it gets cut in half, I think.
I just always think at this point that you know there's orcs going by and just playing with the arrows sticking out of him.
No, because he's Lurtz's prey. Right.
Not for long.
That's slow pull. Yeah. There he is.
God, this fight too.
Yeah. See, that should.
Yeah, should have been it.
That, yeah.
I do. It's like I like it, and it also is kind of cheesy that you always have like with the orcs, like you have the cannon fodder ones really easy to kill, and then you have like the mini boss ones that aren't really any different than the others, but they're just much stronger, and you always have that, and it's just
Yeah.
I think
they actually threw this. This
It's
is
so
a real deflection.
I think too, like so many times in action films, fantasy films, the fight scenes are so choreographed and so like blades hitting blades and like, and it's like, I love how visceral and realistic this is, because it's like, yeah, you're not going to be.
When he throws the dagger, Vigo actually uses the sword to deflect it. Like that's
right.
I don't know if it's a real dagger that's been thrown at him, but
I wonder how many takes that took.
first try from what they say.
Really? That's cool.
Is that what, Sarah, is that what you were talking about in the comments?
I think so, yeah.
Sarah was talking about it. There's a knife thrown that it accidentally got really close to Vigo. Yes, yeah. There's a scene when Vigo is fighting an orc and the knife is real, and Vigo hits it away with his sword. And that was a real moment. Yeah.
So it was a real knife.
Yes. It was an accident that in the moment no one caught, but Vigo was so in the moment he averted disaster. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine?
That's terrifying.
That's
what everybody says. Cut. Okay. What was that?
Yeah.
They just hear ping.
Yeah. He's like, no, keep going, keep going.
Everyone behind the scene is like, oh, fire the armor.
Every time.
Everybody knows what we pause to watch.
Yeah. Everybody else is like, wow.
Yeah.
No,
Gimli doesn't handle emotions well.
Yeah.
Are you Gimli?
Watch out for the glass.
That's in the water.
Yeah, Anita, that's not the time to make jokes. Silence was the correct choice.
Correct. I wonder if Sean Bean always dies because he's really good at dying.
He's very good.
He didn't make any noises. Did you notice, Frodo? He didn't make any squealing noises.
Yeah, but he actually died, Trisha.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely this movie, and there's a couple other ones that are my favorite death scenes of all time, and that just like learning how those moments can have so much impact in storytelling and how they can say so much about a character and how they can that's definitely one of the earlier influence ones. Pearl Harbor is another one.
I haven't seen
You have to-
Pearl Harbor in forever.
It's one of my favorite films.
We can never quite get through the second half.
I know we need to actually
Like
watch
we've
the whole
watched the
movie.
first half many more times than the second half.
There he goes.
And here it is. Fun fact: he steps on a piece of glass,
Oh.
running into the water, and has to be evac to the hospital for 3 days.
Through his foot, right through the hobbit.
Mhm.
Ah.
It
That
happens.
sounds painful.
Elves just polluting the river with their glass.
I didn't realize till this last time that the mirroring of Frodo's hand here is in water is mirrored to Sam's hand in fire at the end.
Oh, really?
Oh
The way that
yeah.
they shoot that's really cool.
It's the same grab. Reverse. So
That's
he
cool.
saves Sam here and Sam saves him there in the fires of doom.
So it's good. Like it's directors playing
Yeah.
the long game.
Yep.
Just want to love like Samwise Gamgee. How he loves Frodo. That's all I need in life.
Samwise is the hero of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's the
Tell you
reason
what,
the book
those
ends
bees in
with
those
him.
cloaks.
Well, they're elvish. So
I
that's
know.
why
There's
they-
actual spiral weaves in it. It's really
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, I mean, like the water falls off of it. It's
Well, that too. I mean,
Sarah, that is also a very good one. Agreed.
I haven't seen Lonesome Dove in ages either.
yeah.
Where did they get the other outfit
of who?
for Boromir?
It was probably underneath his cloak. Like he was probably already wearing it.
Yeah.
Well, no, because there weren't arrow holes in it.
Right.
He might have had it in his pack. They probably just took off the outer tunic that was wrecked and put on a new one.
They never changed clothes though during the.
It was a sleep robe in case they went into a nice city, had a nice date.
That's his date outfit.
Yeah.
That's right.
Prince of Gondor is always ready for a good date.
Wait, does Legolas have two swords on his back?
Yeah,
Two
he's
guys?
been dual wielding the entire
His-
time.
was he? Oh, I
he has-
thought
Yeah.
he has
he has
a
like no, he has
arrow.
short.
He has short swords.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
That's
that.
right.
It's really cool when you watch him fight because he like always flips him out, and it's just I'm a massive dual wielding nerd, so
So you're Legolas, is what you're saying.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
This is all a long game for her to say. You know, I'm like,
Also,
You could
people.
totally pull off elf ears. You would be an amazing elf.
Oh yeah.
You'd be so beautiful,
Well, thanks.
and not just as an elf. You're beautiful the way you are.
I was gonna say there's a follow up that needs to happen.
In fairness, I'm also the person that people are like, "Are you joking or are you not joking?" which I feel like would be a very Legolas thing.
Maybe they all came prepared with death glows. That's a good point.
Yeah. Oh, that's sad. That's a very sad thought.
Just in case.
They probably Sarah says they probably all came prepared with death clothes.
Yeah.
Valid.
Very true.
That's such a pretty shot.
Yeah.
Especially if you meet somebody who has a Holocaust cloak, if it fits you, you take it.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Princess Bride?
Miracle Max gives them a Holocaust cloak.
Wizard, did you just go to Princess Bride? Have you not seen Princess Bride?
Well, what? No, I've seen Princess Bride. What's a Holocaust cloak?
Holocaust cloak
That's-
is the black cloak that you can light on fire that doesn't burn you.
That he gives to
Oh.
He gives
Fezzik.
to Fezzik, yes.
Okay.
Yay.
Hooray.
Same, Sarah.
Oh, I'm gonna need more handkerchiefs for later though. 'Cause, I don't hold
So there's whose favorite is Two Towers? Mine and Nico is Two Towers is your favorite. Oh, okay, awesome.
I think mine might be Two Towers too.
It's all about Helm's Deep. I love the Battle of Helm's Deep.
It's so good.
It's just especially as far as large scale battles go, it's hard to beat.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's obviously really like the first, really like the third, but I love that battle scene so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love Edoras.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Rohirrim and Helm's Deep, and
Last March of the Ents, though.
and we get
That's
to
good.
meet Treebeard.
Weird, yay!
When the
I
Ents
love
finally
the
freak
Ents.
out and just go on a rampage, it's like
So
greatest thing
epic.
ever.
I love it. Yeah. So everybody, come join us tomorrow night, and we'll start
Yes.
Two Towers. We're just gonna keep going. So
Same
excited
Hobbit
to watch all
time,
these.
same
Yes.
Hobbit channel.
That's right. So 8:00 Mountain Time, same place. And if you haven't already, make sure that because you came live, that you put One Ring to Rule Them All and what version of our books that you're hoping to win. One for print, 2 for ebook, 3 for audiobook. So, and Andrew's audiobooks are narrated by himself, by the way. So,
Very well, too.
Oh, that's cool.
yes. So, Anitha to rule them all. Anitha, I don't know if I should enter you. It's just, all right. Yes, exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it open for a minute. Any last thoughts?
I enjoyed that. It is starting to show a little bit of age, which makes me sad.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Just wipe that out of your head. Don't let it.
I don't even notice it.
I mean, like if you really look, there's a couple of little things, but I just feel like overall it's just so timeless because of the landscapes, the performances, the blocking. There's so many things. Like a few kind of iffy CGI things here and there. It's just like
which could easily be fixed.
yeah,
So,
it's such a
Andrew,
dangerous
you wanna
road when you
reset
start
that feeling?
focusing everything.
Andrew, we'll reset that feeling by watching the cartoons.
Say what?
We'll reset that feeling by doing a live watch of the cartoons.
Yes. I honestly, like, I really enjoyed it. It's just the certain environment falling apart, and I was just like, I feel like I'm watching like a PS3 video game cutscene.
I can kind of see that now.
You're so dramatic, Andrew.
You know, there was for PS2, it was Lord of the Rings: The Third Age, where I say that game where in that game you actually show up there and fight the Balrog with Gandalf.
Yep.
And it's like you're usually following along after, and like there's a Helm's Deep because your party shows up and you join. And
Yep.
I'm like, that was a fun game.
It was a fun game.
Lego Lord of the Rings. We played that a lot.
It's actually the hardest Lego one.
Yeah, it was pretty hard to get through. All right, everybody, we're gonna sign off.
Thank you for coming.
See y'all tomorrow night.
Have a wonderful
Thank
night.
you to Wizard Tori and Nico too. So, all right, bye bye.
Ben.
And Ben and Layla.
Layla.
Shut up, late.
And Pippin and all the pets.